Welcome to another video, guys. This one's a little bit different. I'm going to voice over at the start, tell you what we do to try and catch Trevally in Westernport Bay. Might work in other places too. Mainly using bait though. I do catch them quite a lot out in estuaries using lures. So that's a great way to catch them. You can also catch them with lures in Westernport, but it's a bit easier with bait due to the amount of flow that you've got, and the weed that flows through can make lure fishing in Westernport quite difficult at times. But yeah, we'll cover a few bits and pieces with the voiceover, and then I'm just going to roll through some raw footage, pretty much unedited, just some nice bait collecting, also catch some whiting and stuff in there too. So, it's a great way to go and get some action, you get nice bait. They're also fantastic eating. Great if you've got kids out and you just want to catch anything. You can also chuck out snapper rods while you're catching them as well. So anyway, let's get stuck into it. All right, first part is where to find them. So you really need some sort of flow. If it's not flowing, we find they're a lot harder to catch, usually around structure. This can be natural structure or man-made, but you can also find them pretty much in your typical whiting grounds as well. So if you live over the east side of Westernport, like we do, and you launch out of Coronella quite a bit, there's a few islands right there. I'm just circling them on the map here. Around here is great. Do be careful when you're going around these islands though, especially on low tides. They can be quite shallow and very rocky. Anchoring up around here and putting burley pots down works really well. We'll go over the baits very soon. Then if you are on the other side of the bay, you've obviously got the BP jetty. A lot of people catch bait down there. You can get trevally all through there as well. And also up the top end, we catch quite a few down around the mouths of all the little finger arms that go up that way. So you can catch them there while you're catching whiting and other fish as well. Next you need is kind of your rigs. So we just like to use double paternoster rigs. Works really well for them, especially when you're catching your bait. If you're fishing for whiting, you obviously can use your whiting rigs and you'll accidentally catch them. But if you're just going for trevally and other bait fish, these work great. So you've got Reedy's rigs. There's a whole bunch of other ones too if you want. Whatever you can find in your local tackle store. You don't want too big of a hook though, as their mouths, some of the big ones have decent sized mouths, but we find just a nice little whiting sized circle hook seem to work the best, and a bit of flash on there always helps bring their attention. Pilchard cubes on there. So that's the bait you want to use that we find catches them the most. You will still catch them on other baits too, but pilchard, little pieces of pilchard cubes seems to work the best for them. They do fall off quite easy, but as long as you've got a bag of pillies and you can cut them up, you will eventually catch and hook into them. It's a fun way of fishing too, as you're quite active the whole time, and if you miss them anyway, it releases more burley into the water. That is also another factor that helps if you want to catch a lot of trevally. You don't need them all the time, but having burley down really helps. So you can either use pellets and a mixture of pilchard cubes in a burley cage as well. And you want to drop that down. Make sure you remember to bring it up before you move spots so you do not lose your burley pot. Now, if you're not getting them straight away, we give it about 15 minutes, move to another spot. Doesn't even have to be far, and see if you can find them. If it's not flowing though, quite often that's the case, and that's why you can't catch them. Once that flow is happening, if they're around, they will find that burley and they will come around the burley pot and you will get onto them. With rods and reels, just any whiting gear will do just fine. You don't need to go crazy heavy. They are bloody good fun though, so be ready to get your arms stretched. They do quite big circles, so watch out for your burley pot as well and any other lines you've got out. But they're great fun and they fight really hard. Alright, that's all the basics you need to know to catch these trevally. They are fantastic fighting fish, great eating, and one of my favourite baits. If you are going to keep them for baits, you can keep them fresh for a few days, and then if not, they're actually pretty good for freezing and using as baits later on. They actually freeze pretty well and can be used pretty nicely later on, unlike some of your other species like salmon and that go a bit mushy after you've frozen them. Trevally seem to last really well, and if you froze them though, always take the fillets off. I try and pretty much like I'm filleting the fish, and then flip it over so you can cut through the flesh and then the skin. If you go from the other way, often the skin will kind of bunch up and make it hard to cut off like strips if you want to do strip bait. So little tip there if you're going to use them for bait. Hope this helped. Get out there, catch some trevally. They're honestly one of my favourite fish. Quite often it's nearly more fun catching the bait than it is sitting out there waiting to catch one of those one good fish for the day. So anyway, hope this helps and you can get into some. Anyway, enjoy the raw bit of footage and catch you guys in the next video. Another one. Gee, they're good, aren't they?
Oh, he's a big one.
He's real good. Right, this is funner than catching snapper anyway. Probably better eating. He's pinned in good at least. Yeah, boy. How big are you? You're an upgrade.
46er?
Yep. The Esky's full, mate.
There's no water in it.
No. Let's keep them cold. I mean, we could probably get the live well going. Just pop them in there, you know.
Yeah.
Keep them fresh till we get back. Chuck them in the.
So you can chuck water in that if you want with those things.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it's pretty full, so I can just chuck them in the.
Yeah, you can put the plug in and chuck them in.
Yeah. So we've got some more storage zone. He's a good one. You walloped it too.
He was going.
Pissy flatty.
Which they're all been on your bottom hook.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got none on the top hook. But yeah, he was nearly on the way down, that one.
Yeah.
Just as it got down. Might be a flatty. Oh, you bastard, he threw away my other piece. Oh well, it's creating more burley. Have you got a flatty flicker? Get off. Yeah, that flatty ate a pilly head I must have chucked out.
The anchor rope and the bloody
You can't really stop them either because you don't want to go too hard.
No, you just do it like lift a bit. They don't seem to really tire either, do they?
Nah, they just keep going. Like even once you get them up, they just keep going, keep going.
You use around the rope now. Then, and then I'm stuck around the rope. It's sunny, huh?
Nice. That's alright, at least you got it all.
Got it off.
Oh yeah, just around the sinker or something. Another Trev.
He's not super. He's not.
He's good enough,
He's
mate.
good.
Some of these big ones are nearly too big for
Yeah.
baits anyway. Oh god, this is like the best.
The big gear out.
Oh, it's fun fishing though, isn't it? Ah! Oh yeah, he's a smallish one. He's not bad.
It's probably a 41er, so got 1.8. What was yours? 40.
46.
Hey?
Mine was 46.
46.
That is the best bait in the world. And good eating, apparently. Still on the bottom hook. Maybe I will just put squid on my other top piece because I'm not using as much. He's just a little bait. I'll get this thing going.
Plug in.
Yeah. little bit of squiddy on the top hook. Since I caught them all on the bottom. I think they've moved in, Dad. I think they're proper in. But there's flatties too, but you've got to get, not a flatty? Yeah, that's what I was getting. You get one whack at it, and if you don't, you're missing.
Enough weight there to be one. And
yep.
I just might try the old tail piece.
Yeah. They're a bit tougher too, they stay on better. Whereas this little bit of mush is like, gets hit and strike and it's gone. Oh, this piece doesn't look great.
Yeah, straight on. Oh, straight on.
Yep. See if I can't get one on the old squid, because it'd be nice.
Well, it's still got the flash there.
Yeah. Little,
I think that's what they're
little cube of. Well, the thing is, I haven't. Oh, I guess it's been the top hook though. I haven't put any squid on the bottom hook. You know, if you just put a little squid tube, then you got a strip.
I think that's it's
yeah.
almost instant, isn't it? I think you just got to get out just past that bit.
Yep. Ah, I reckon I missed him. Come back, come back, come back. Oh, we caught like 7.
I'm like, did a bit of bait fall off because I haven't.
So I reckon
I don't know. He's on.
it might be a flatty though. I reckon that's on. Yep, I thought that. I lost the bait on the first one to a trab, I reckon, and then I was like, I'll leave it down a little bit. He ate the bloody squid piece. Maybe. That's alright.
Hey?
I'll try a bit of squid on the bottom hook. This is a trial. If I have success, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I mean, the pilly still works, it's just that it falls off so easy. So, stuff it, I'm going to keep going pillies. It's not like we don't have enough pilchards. Did you lose your tail piece?
Hey?
Did you lose your tail piece? Yeah. That one looks good. That's a good piece.
He's probably right.
He's not bad. Keep him. Yeah, he's a better size one, that one.
Yeah.
He's edible. I can probably turn the thing off anyway. I don't need him to be alive. Just figured they'll be okay in some water. Dun, 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 dun. Have a little jiggle. Come here, Trevies.
What's that? A piece of
Salmon. Flatty? Yeah, you haven't ran. Pissy one too. Don't fight anything like a Trev, you do. What have you done? Tangled everywhere.
Yeah, it's sort of strike, then we're going sideways.
Yep.
And we're going hard.
Yeah, that big one got me good. He was going nuts.
I'm going to go back a lift there.
Yeah, out of the flatty laying next to the belly pot. Then you got to try and, if you don't get it straight away, then you do the bouncies, eh? Try and get the action. Might come around in little waves. You think they wouldn't move though? They got the burley down there and bang! Trev. Didn't even have to do the bouncing.
Look at the circles in this.
Yep.
Right, get him way up there past the building. Getting him up out of the building. Fine.
Salmon.
Sambo.
That's all right. Take that.
More boat. I'm trying to think how big my salmon is.
He's not bad.
I'll measure him, but I'm pretty sure I've got one. So. Oh, he might only be 40s though.
Yeah. Measure him anyway. He's good. Good enough.
I think it was bigger.
Whoa!
He's on there. And we go.
See ya. It's got to be a Trev. Well, it could be a salmon though. I don't know. He's not circling as much maybe. No, he's a Trev. He's a Trev. All the bottom hook, aren't they?
Not the net.
Yeah.
The only thing is you can get a bit of a mess with the net if you double hooks.
Yes. Well, that's why I pulled in that other one earlier. I was like, I suppose when he's this size, it's not too bad. I could have just flung him in. Now that we've got a few too, it's like if he falls off, he falls off. No, when it's the first ones, you're like, the precious Trev. 8 Trevs and a salmon so far. There we go. Good little grunty boy. Better bait size, that one.
When you throw that down, it feels like it doesn't even...
Even had weed on the top hook. Didn't matter. Extra camouflage.
I think it's gone.
It doesn't take much, does it?
The
Little cubipilli doesn't stay on very well, does it?
No. I'm going to put the head on through his lips.
Yeah, Dad's going for a big Trev. The old second hook is actually kind of annoying at times. It's like hooking onto me rod and the other bit. Okay, Dad's going for a big one.
Real easy.
No, it's a big bait. And they still should be able to eat it.
Oh, definitely.
They flicked your lid off.
We get two on one at the same time. It could be major tangles.
Could be. It could end up very
One
bad.
going clockwise, the other one going anti-clockwise.
Yeah. Well, that one there just went so straight up that way.
I'll get the jiggle again, eh?
Yeah.
Sometimes it seemed a bit... I was surprised how bulked up it was when we pulled it out of the fast flow.
Yeah. No, it's just kind of like waterlogged and just went, I'm going to stick together rather than...
Yeah.
I mean, I did put pillies all on the top, so it's not got as much room to do stuff, I guess, but...
I'm of the opinion that they shouldn't be able to get that off easy.
No, you wouldn't think so.
I've had a bite, and jumbo weed.
Yeah, I thought, well, the weed seems like it's slowed up a bit, so I'll chuck this one out back, so it's not just out there with weed. But it's
That's good.
got a lot of weed on.
A bit tied into that. Sometimes they do get a bit, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, I've noticed the line, it seems like it's got a bit of memory to it or whatever as well. Kind of bobs around. Just needed the weed attractor. I don't think he's a flatty. Oh, get out of that way. We're going this way. We're coming this side. come on. You're crazy. There he is, Mr. Trev. Gee, they love the circle work, don't they? Jesus, they just dart around like crazy. Just chill out, bro. Oh. It wasn't bad. Didn't have to jiggle around for him either. He just was. Oh, yeah, he's a good size one, this one. You're crazy, bro. All of them been on the bottom hook. It's at 9. Gone from being bait poor to bait rich. This is premium.
Stupid head off.
Told ya. It's too big. Those scared of it. Yeah. I'm not eating that. I can't fit that down. I reckon you'd get a big
one.
one.
A little bit. Yeah, that one. I like that size.
Yes, that's what I was using. But I do the small ones for the little taily bits. I'll chuck the head out there. Eaten by a flatty.
Yeah, they're not stopping eating because they're full, are they?
No. Just get more activity rolling. Did you lose the bottom hook on your other one?
Yep.
Is that why you made it shorter or whatever?
That was
so you cut that bit off.
It bit the hook off.
So you cut that off and put a different loop on the end. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're funny bites if they're not the
Alright, this one can just get packed away.
Good when you're just fishing this one rod.
Yes.
I was like you whiting fishing the other day. I had to.
There's just no point having
it. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm going from one to the other, and I'm probably missing more than I'm catching because I was too busy fishing around.
Yes.
So I just left a bit of speed on. I still caught the other one.
Yeah.
But I probably should have gone just put a circle hook on.
Yeah. Well, I somehow lost my piece of salmon.
I reckon they were still biting at the flash rather than the...
Oh yeah? Because the flash looks like a bit of pilly.
Yeah.
Trev? Bloody. Oh, he's... where are you?
It's still touching there.
He is. When he came up in the water, I was like, oh yeah, he's not bad. Keep him dead. I'll fillet him up.
You just don't get... Well, if you're doing it...
Well, I've already got 2.
Yeah.
I'll put another one. Add another one.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. 3's nearly enough for one person to ever meal.
Yes.
Mum would nearly eat it for 2. You just go rip the sides off them.
Yes.
That's a horse.
Oh, he's a Trev. He's a Trev. I didn't care. He's fat as.
He's going to be.
He's
good.
good.
He's got to be nearly 45, doesn't he?
He's not bad.